So I finally caught her on a Sunday when she's not working, and she's going to cut my hair. And she not have makeup on. She not.
just working today.
Working,
not
working. Cut my hair now, darling.
Yeah, me.
Well, come now, darling. Cut my hair. It's so long.
Not long.
It is long.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
You hot na hot star. It's okay.
I
you
hot
can
stuff
wait.
all the time, darling.
I superstar cut hair. You can wait me.
Superstar.
Okay. I know have time. มีแต่คนนี้อ่ะ
What you say? My style? I don't know, darling. What style you? For me, easy. Just number 3 would be okay. But you say
You want short hair or
You
cut
say
hair?
you have new style you want to try. What style you want to try?
I think ทำsummer for hot I think cut everywhere and make
Up to you, darling. You the hairdresser. I just the
No.
guinea pig.
ไม่ต้องตัดรองทรงหรอก You want only hair
Up to you,
you
darling. I want you to take care of me. You
can-
my wife. You can take care of me. Okay.
But I want to cut little bit hair
Okay. Up to you.
make you hot when you driving
It's
I want
okay.
short hair because
You can take care of me. You're my baby. It's okay.
One two number 3 hereนะ
Up to you. Yeah, it's okay, darling.
One
You can-
2 3ตัดสั้นไปเลยนะอันนี้
See, people, there it is. It's all going. I don't know whether I'm in the camera shot or not. I'm going to turn around here. Just make you see what the camera is. Anyway, it's good to have her home and cutting up my hair on a Sunday. She said she was going to go and cut Pa's hair and Ben's hair today. I says, what about me? What about me? She says, come downstairs now. I take care of you. This little stop out was out all night last night. She went to a friend's birthday party and calls me up about 11 o'clock at night and said, hey, had a birthday party, I'm not come home tonight. And I go, oh my God.
No because I think too much don't want police have problem with police when to drink for driving okay
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think good idea
Good idea, yeah. They are like, the police are really having a difficult time trying to change the way Thailand has this sort of, attitude of, it'll be all right in the day sort of thing. They're now relying on a lot of social media to help combat the prevalence of, drink driving and all the sort of the questionable sort of, Thainess that goes on in society these days. But the police have admitted the fact that they're understaffed. The fines are too lenient and things like that. So they're now looking at sort of ideas of social programming through social media as being the main vehicle to combat all these extra things that happen here in Thailand that the sort of Thais tend to get away with. Riding up the wrong side of the road, riding without helmets, drink driving, and all those sort of things. And we are seeing in reports on the news that these sort of attitudes are slowly changing, but they're simply just not going to change overnight. But anyway, so some of the thoughts that I've been going through recently, there has been a lot of reports lately. They are talking about bringing in what they call a point system on the road traffic rules. They're talking about stricter fines. There was a recent article, I think this week, of a German or a Dutchman in Pattaya. The police came along and locked his bike. He's a traveller. He's paid money for his motorcycle, but the police asked to see his licence. He couldn't show a licence for riding a motorcycle, so they locked the bike. And the stupid, I think it was German, he goes off the deep end, sort of abusing the police. And the police, being who they are and not really wanting to sort of confront and do anything sort of, detrimental to the tourist industry, another motorcycle taxi comes up he kicks the guy in the head. Oh my God, seriously, you should have seen that part of the video. Anyway, there was another piece of video came out a bit later on. This is the thing, so what we sort of see on video is never usually the whole story. You know, there's always a bit cut here or a bit cut there, you know, to make the, you know, to really identify the main storyline that they want to adhere to. But what we find out, a few days after, well, actually probably a week after the incident, is the German, yes, he didn't have a license, right? So the police did the right thing and said, well, you can't drive, right? The motorcycle taxi kicked him in the head, was fined 400 baht, right? But now he's being taken to court by their similar to the thing that the Department of Motor Transport. I'm not quite sure what the acronym is. But the motorcycle taxi driver didn't have a license either, and he wasn't even riding a registered bike for the motorcycle taxi service. So he's in deeper shit than the tourist. It's just, God, some people, they just have got no clue. If you know you're breaking the law, right, do you go and upset the apple cart by making a public spectacle of yourself, trying to help the police enforce the law? It's not your job, guys. But anyway, again, so it's getting back to the whole idea. If you are going to be over here in Thailand, and you are thinking of taking a motorcycle taxi, not a motorcycle taxi, hiring a motorcycle, it's really not a bad idea if you know how to ride a bike and have a license. They are really, really cracking down on that one at the moment. And let's hope that they really enforce it. And it's just not one of these splash in the pan sort of ideas that goes on in the social media circus, trying to sort of sway public opinion. Right? It's really going to come down to the fact that we don't need extra laws here in Thailand. We just need the current laws enforced by the police and taken care of in a diligent fashion. One of the things that always beats me, the way that the traffic laws work at the moment. If you get a fine in sort of Nakhon Pathom, you've got to go in front of a police station to pay the fine in Nakhon Pathom. You can't actually go to a police station here in Bangkok province to go and pay your fine, which is a bit strange. Ideally, don't get caught by the police. That's one of the things. Otherwise, you might be, tempted to, pay the 1,000 baht or what might be 1,500 baht now on the spot. They'll take care of it type idea in the traffic arena. It's happened to us once. It was I think coming up to a toll gate, I realised I was in the automatic booth lane, and the lines on the automatic booth lane, they were a solid white line, and I crossed that line to get out of the automatic booth lane when I realised I was in the wrong lane, and I got, they pulled me over for crossing the broken line, and no photographic evidence whatsoever. But as I said, the ticket was already made out when I opened the window, right? So it's just one of those sort of things. It was as I said, in my case, Chanya was in the car at the same time. She just says, don't make a big thing out of it, pay the fine to the police officer, and we just continued on our way. Whether that ever got recorded is another matter. But it happens. And as I said, it's 40 bucks, you don't really think about these sort of things. But, it's going to happen. If you're over here in Thailand, you're going to find these things happen all the time. It's part of the way the system works. They are bringing in sort of the new cameras that detect the crossing of the lines, so there's photographic evidence to catch you out. But as I said, through social media and sort of calling people out and sort of saying this guy's an idiot, they're hoping to change the whole way things in Thailand work over here. And it's probably got, the whole idea has got some merit as well.
Wow, so amazing.
What's amazing, darling?
Amazing for girlfriend cut your hair birthday.
Yeah.
Amazing for can make people to know he love boyfriend too much.
Yeah, so like just getting back to this whole YouTube thing and the channel thing, things are going along according to plan. As I said before, I'm more focused on really the social engagement of the channel and being sort of down to earth. And this is what Thailand's really all about. This is what you expect or what you're going to sort of expect and what you're going to sort of see if you're deciding to choose Thailand as a retirement destination. I've been getting some great sort of feedback from people on the channel and through social media about ideas of upcoming things I could be doing. As I think more about those, they take a bit of planning to try to get some information that's sort of what I would consider to be sort of reliably correct, because again, one of the biggest problems we have here in Thailand is, as a foreigner, without really being able to read the Thai written script and having to really rely on Google Translate, which is only around about like 70% accurate. Finding out actual contextual information can be a bit of a challenge, and I tend to sort of take more. I've got to experience something first before I can really sort of make a personal decision. I come from that old school of thought. I don't like to talk about things as hearsay, unless of course I've actually been there and done that. Then to me it's just made up conversation that has a personal agenda. Whereas as you know from my video style now, I'm really into sort of like the whole naturalistic, uncut, unfiltered. Sometimes I have to do a cut here and there because I probably say something that's really out of context. And I'm trying to run a sort of family-friendly channel, unlike the last two videos of our night out in Sukhumvit. It's a bit loud. That was a pretty good night out. I hope you enjoyed the AC/DC tribute song. It's one of my favourites from AC/DC. I don't even know, it hasn't even been put up yet on the service, so I don't even know if it'll get a copyright strike or have any other sort of issues. It's one of those things I've got to do this afternoon, is get that code up, see what happens with YouTube and see if they strike it on me, and then I have to pull it down and put it up again, all that sort of stuff, do cut-ups of it. They did a really good song of that. But yeah, again, Steve has done a great video of the night out. I don't know how I managed to be the star of the video. We're all Fruit Loops, we're all crazy, and it's nice to actually have one of our other fellow YouTubers in a different country who happens to like Thailand as well come out and join us. Prince has been, I've been following Prince ever since he started his channel. He's one of these realistic sort of people that you just love. He's a big giant teddy bear, and that's one of his charming features, I'm sure. So getting back to the whole thing. Now, this channel is just about the reality of Thailand. You're gonna see channels of 10, 20, 30,000 subscribers. Showing all the patio bars and all the other sort of questionable socially what do you call it? I can't think of the right word there. Where the moralistic attitudes and the right decorum is not really depicted properly. People forget the fact that Thailand has 65 million people. There's maybe half a dozen locations around Thailand where red light districts are, and for some reason they get 90% of the airtime. Really, it's not Thailand, guys, it's the social attitudes for the people who are watching the videos that puts that stuff up there. And again, the people who watch this sort of stuff on my channel, they're socially responsible people, and that's why they come to the channel. They like to see the real stuff. What can we say about that? I'm turning my head all the time. Right, so it comes down to what people are looking for. I'm not going to try to have new stuff all the time, but again, I'm now living in Thailand. I think I've got 90-day check in 2 weeks. That's a routine thing I got to do. Currently the weather's a bit on the hot for going a ride every day. And again, riding by myself is, well, it's one thing. And if I've got someone to ride to, I will do that. I do want to check out some more of these cafes around the Chanya River. And I'll do that when I feel, when the weather's good and it's not too hot, then I'll do that. As I said, I'm looking for some way to, take care of my helmet and jacket when I'm riding out. Once I solve that problem, means I'll be able to go out riding more because I feel more comfortable with it. But other than that, you're not going to see those whiz-bang videos. Like love what Stephen does with his video editing. He makes a real nice pizzazz story. Ethan, he does great B-roll and voiceover. And again, those videos take 6 to 8 hours put together. I don't know. Both of those channels have Patreons, guys. Both of those channels has PayPals. Why don't you go subscribe to them and slide them a few bucks for the work they do? Me, I take a video recording, throw it up in the encoder, cut out the stuff that's probably questionable, and just that's it. That's the video. It's nothing flash. Most people on my channel seem to like that. They like the realism of it. And look, I could sit down for 6 to 8 hours cutting a video as well. But again, if I was doing this as a business, yeah, maybe I would. It's a hobby, guys. I think most of the people seem to forget this is a hobby. Yeah, there's a bit of AdSense revenue we get from that. And there's a few supporters that like what we do and contribute, out of the goodness of their heart, just to encourage us to keep on doing it. And yeah, again, love to thank you guys from the deepest of my heart. It's not necessary, but it does show that some people appreciate the content we're doing. You get $1 for 1,000 ad views. It's not much. So a typical video in my catalogue gets 1,500 views. So for each video I get, I better get $1.50. And we have probably a dozen people run around all the Thailand channels, what we call trolls, putting the thumbs down on the channel. Yeah, they get all muted. They get muted on the channels, and their voices are never heard. Once they start to get defamatory, and that's the way we run it. As I said, you go and make a comment about me on one of our friends' channels, you'll get muted over there too. Just wake up and smell the roses, guys. Seriously. Anyway, I'm going to cut it up here. We're going to continue with our hair cutting thing. She says she's finished. What do you think? Is it okay? I don't know. Is it okay? I can't tell. Anyway, you've seen her do a haircut thing. You want to get a haircut? She cuts her hair up at Om Yai Big C up the front. Big C Om Yai. She's there from about maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon up till about 8 o'clock at night. That's the nights that she's working. Chanya and Nan run the shop. She's just one of the hands there. If you're out this way and you want a haircut, look, it's $120. Actually, I think this month, for the month of May, up to the end of the month of May, just say you saw it on the channel and you'll get it for $80. Just say, yep, so Lauren told me the fact that you get a discount for foreigners. Get out there, get your hair cut. Anyway, that's the plug for the business, and we'll catch up with you soon. Bye for now.
Boy, boy.
There you go, she said it. Boy, boy.
Boy, boy.
Boy, boy.